Thanks, Kate. Hope you like the hat. Well, here I am with Stephen Lewis at Jewish Care's new Sandringham site in over 16 acres of gorgeous land in the heart of Stanmore. Now, Stephen, it might not look much right now, but there's some really exciting developments that are going to be taking place. So just tell us a bit more about what's going to be happening on this site.
First of all, I'm pleased to be back in Stanmore, my hometown, Sophie. So I just thought I'd say that to you. This will be Jewish Care's largest and most ambitious development to date, and is vital not just for the local community, but also for Jewish Care as well. It's going to be a site that provides a range of services for not only the Jewish community in the local area, but in the wider Hertfordshire area as well, and we're very excited about that.
And tell us more about some of those vital services that are going to be based here.
There will be something for visitors and residents alike, Sophie. There's going to be 48 independent living apartments for people who want to live in a very safe, secure environment, but with care to hand. Secondly, there will be a 64-bed care home for people with dementia or nursing needs. Of those, 45 residents on the existing site will be moving in there, and in addition to that, new people locally who want to be there. And then there will be 16 assisted living studios, which is a new concept for us, for people who have got high care requirements, but want to live in a secure environment, but are not quite ready to be in a care home. In addition to that, we've got a dementia day centre and a community centre, which will allow everyone across the community to feel very much part of what we're building here.
And what's the thinking behind combining all of these different services on one single site?
This will be the third Jewish Care campus that we're creating, and it's going to be very much based on the model of having multiple services on site, like we've been able to achieve successfully at the Morris and Vivian Well campus in Golders Green and the Betty and Asher Loftus Centre in Free and Barnet.
So how much does something like this cost, and is there still more to be done in terms of fundraising?
Well, we have to raise 47 million. That's the cost of the development you're here today witnessing, but we've still got a bit more to go. But I am a born optimist, very optimistic, confident that the generosity will be out there from other people in our community to hopefully allow us to close that gap and then mean that we've fully funded this particular project. What's amazing is that there is no government funding for this whatsoever, and the community has responded in a very significant way, and we really are very lucky to have the support of those individuals. However, there is an ongoing need to continue raising the revenue money for the organisation so that we're able to maintain the vital services that we currently provide.
Well, that all sounds very exciting, but it's not the only site that's being developed. Can you tell us a bit more about Jewish Care's new independent living scheme in Hendon?
There's a really big demand in our community from people who want to live actively and independently as long as possible, Sophie. And we are developing Wold Court, which will be 32 apartments in Hendon, which is responding to those demands from our community at the moment. This is very much another form of care that Jewish Care has to respond to, but more importantly, to ensure the sustainability of the organisation. By creating the independent living, we'll be able to ensure that we don't have to just rely on local authority money, which is under pressure at the moment and is going to decline. And while services are becoming more expensive as well, the independent living will give us financial support to provide the range of services that we can in Jewish Care.
And when will Wold Court be opening its doors?
We're expecting our first tenants to be moving in at the end of the year, Sophie.
So not long to go then?
Nope.
Let's take a moment now to shift the focus away from facilities and talk about technologies. What are the new technologies that are really helping Jewish Care make improvements?
Well, there's been two really exciting developments in the last 12 months I'd like to share with you. First of all, we've got the new electronic care planning system, which means there will be improved efficiencies, personalisation and quality of care that we're able to provide for our residents. And also what's equally important is that the relatives and the residents will be able to work with us very closely to achieve the right care for their families. Secondly, I want to mention to you the online recruitment service. It's really hard to recruit staff at the moment, as you may be aware, and we feel by developing this particular technology, we've got a much better chance of recruiting what we want is the best for our frontline services. So we're really proud of these two new developments.
Now, finally, Stephen, I'm conscious that we haven't talked about food. I'm not Jewish myself, but I'm told that it goes right to the heart of Jewish culture.
I feel like I'm holding my tummy in as I speak to you. Jews love food. I'm as guilty as anyone else. My wife will no doubt agree. But you've got to talk about food in Jewish Care, and it's something that we work very seriously with our residents on. We provide over 2 million plates of food a year, and we're very careful when we're working with our residents and their families to ensure that we provide the right food service for them. 10% of the people in our care homes suffer from dysphagia, which is a problem in swallowing their food. We've actually developed kosher reform meals, which is pureed food, which actually looks and tastes like the real thing. So we're now working very closely with the Hospital Kosher Meals on Wheels service to provide that for residents within the M25. And then we've got the invaluable Jewish Care Meals on Wheels service, where we're supplying that food as well. So we're very proud of those developments.
Well, that all sounds fantastic. Stephen, thanks for giving us a snapshot of both developments this past year and some of the plans that Jewish Care has. It sounds like a very exciting and challenging time. And just finally, is there anything else that you'd like to say to some of the people who will be watching this tonight?
First of all, a big thank you to everybody for your support for Jewish Care. We couldn't do what we do without you. And with the financial pressures on us today, with local authority funding under pressure, etc., maintaining the services that we provide to our community will only be possible with your support. I think my final message to all of you tonight is, please continue to show the kindness, the generosity and the support that you have always shown for Jewish Care. Thank you so much.